Good morning and win forever, people of God. My name is M. Tommy Pastor, Peace Act Ministry. Super excited to be on your screen. I know I've been away for a while. Yes, I'm still gonna be away for now till the first week of December. I'm not in town. Yes. All right. So work took me out at a little bit. So good morning and win forever. All right. So some years ago, I ran into a very heated argument with someone. Sorry, and it was about anointing water, not living water service as a then. And the person was like that. In short, he started by saying that miracles cannot happen outside the synagogue of all nations. Like, when people manifesting, vomiting, and all that cannot happen outside the hall, the auditorium of the synagogue of all nations. Then he also talked about the anointing water, that it can't be used outside. So many allegations, laid claims on many things, and was trying to back them up, and all that. It was a very heated argument because I didn't want to back down. I didn't back down for him and all that. So I tried to prove my points, but since he wasn't listening, he only wanted to make his own point. So we ended up like that. So when we came back from Argentina, I had to send a video of the living water service in Argentina to him. I said, I want you to watch this. Now, remember also that when mommy did the face anointing living water service, Bisola came outside and said that I try to tell us where the water came from. The water is from this particular river. There's a river in the church that the water is flowing from there to that's whatever you're drinking is a cultic and ritualist. So, but when mommy went to Argentina and we had another living water service, the same thing that used to happen inside the Synod of All Nations was happening in Argentina. She didn't come out to lay claims on that one again. She didn't come out to explain. I was expecting her to come out to explain exactly how that water got to Australia, the river or the lake or stream that the water is flowing from. People were drinking from all that. So as I said, back to my friend, I sent that video to my friend and I asked him to watch. And I said, this is Argentina. This is Argentina. This is Prophet Joshua's wife, Pastor Evelyn Joshua. She's the one leading. First of all, now I've seen it. And have you seen the manifestation? Have you seen the healing? Have you seen the deliverances happening? This is Argentina. This is not Africa. This is not Africa. Have you seen it? And at this point, she was like, okay. So the church is running. That's what it was. I said, so the church is even running. Who's running the church now? I thought the church is not running again. Because I saw some publication that the church is not running. They said, look at you. That church have not been shut down for one day after it was reopened by Mommy Evelyn Joshua. It is still running, still having the same crowd, still having miracles, signs, and wonders happening. The main thing I wanted to talk about right now is this is Argentina. Living water service in Argentina. And the same thing is happening. So that claim you gave me 4 years ago, I wanted to bring it back. What do you have to say about this? Mordecai told Esther, maybe you were a queen for a time like this. As I used to say, maybe Pastor Evelyn Joshua was Prophet Joshua's wife for a time like this. Because honestly, I don't just know how it would have been. Somebody said at that time, church is business. Leave all these pastors is business. And it is simple. If you say church is business, you know that you can easily get money from church. Why don't you? Everybody loves money, including me. Everybody loves money. All right? So there's no reasonable human being that will see where money is made or how money is made. I will not venture into it. You see that you think it's business. Oh yeah, go and do it. Go and do the same business and make money. Or you think that church is easy. Oh yeah, go and do it now. It is not. It is not. As I told you, it takes the grace of God for you to run one successful service without issue every Sunday. Don't think it's normal or it's just normal. It's not a normal thing. You run a service on Sunday and there's no issue. It takes the grace of God for such to happen. To run one full service in a day, just one complete, it takes the grace of God for that to happen. It takes the grace of God. All right? So I want to say, without any form of bias, reservation, and all that, God put the right person the right person to pilot the face of the synagogue of all nations. Put the right person on the hem of the face of the synagogue of all nations. And Pastor Evelyn Joshua. And God has been revealing himself to her to show us that she is the anointed one all the time. Don't forget the book of 1 Samuel chapter 3 verse 19. It says, the child grew up and the Lord was with him, and let none of his words fall to the ground. That all Israel from Dan to Beersheba knew that Samuel was called to be a prophet. And the Lord kept appearing to him in Shiloh by the word of the Lord. That's exactly what God have done through Pastor Evelyn Joshua. I'm always so proud that I believed in her first. I believed in her first. Because, maybe I've not shared it before. 2 days after that he died, I had a revelation with a person I don't want to talk about it, I had a very confidential revelation about everything that is happening. So before mom even could come to take over I saw everything. I knew, don't let me say all this stuff. I don't want to talk about them. So when I talk with confidence. I know what I saw. It wasn't a dream. It wasn't a dream. I know what I saw. Everyone that were with daddy, everyone that left, all of them were positioned. We saw all of them. They were all screamed. They were all screamed. They were all asked questions and they couldn't answer. At the points, just there, mommy was the one that the mantle was handed over to. I've not said it before. I don't want to talk about it in details, except I just want to confide with some people. All right. See what happened in Argentina. I have not recovered from it yet. Every time I sit down and look at it, I say, Father, please, grace that I will not just be relevant in my locality. Grace that I will not just be relevant in my country home. Grace that I will not just be relevant where I'm staying. I would be relevant outside the shores of this country. Outside the shores of this continent. She's not just relevant in Nigeria. She's relevant outside Nigeria. So if you think that everything that happened is only when you're inside the Central National Auditorium. Now, Argentina. And we don't know where she's going to next. If mommy should honor the invitation of everyone that I've seen invitation for crusade for, I don't think that she will be in Nigeria for even 6 months. If she was to honor all the invitations sent to her, she won't be in Nigeria consecutively for 6 months. But you see, God will tell her, okay, go for this one and go for that one and go for that one. She deserves accolade. Let's not stop celebrating her. And why I'm doing this video is because next month we're still gonna say, Father, thank you for keeping her for a time like this and bringing her, this far. All right. So let's start celebrating her now before we get into December. Thank you so much, Mommy, Pastor Evelyn Joshua. Thank you for being there for all of us. Thank you for the grace of God upon your life and making use of it effectively. Thank you for not letting us down. It's one thing for God to want to use a man. It's another thing for the man to accept to be used by God. So when I say, Mommy, thank you for accepting to be used by God. Because many of us were laughed at. Many of us were mocked at. Many of us were humiliated that this church cannot stand. This cannot happen. But you proved them wrong. And God took the glory and you make your children proud. We are always so happy and proud that this is happening in our days and generation. God bless you. People of God, drop flowers for Mommy Evelyn Joshua. Good morning and wait forever.